So the iPhone XR has just been announced, and you're probably wondering, is it worth it? Should I buy it? Should I not buy it? In this video, I've got 10 reasons why you shouldn't buy the iPhone XR, so let's get into it. What's up guys, I'm Benji from Adobe Tech and welcome back to another video. Today we'll be talking about the iPhone XR and if you should buy it or not. So here are 10 reasons why you shouldn't buy the iPhone XR. So starting with reason number 1 in no particular order is something that I think is really stupid, is the name. And the name is terrible. XR, Apple, what the heck were you thinking when you came up with that name? And I think you shouldn't buy the iPhone XR just because of the name. Let's boycott Apple. Moving on. Reason number 2 is the screen resolution. Now the screen resolution is just a little bit above 720p. It's under 1080p, so the screen quality isn't the best, but it is a little bit better than the iPhone 7's display. So if you've seen an iPhone 7 or an iPhone 8 in person, then the screen resolution is a little bit better than that, and of course the screen is bigger. Reason number 3 is the screen. Again, it's an LCD instead of an OLED screen, so colors won't be as bright and as vibrant as on OLED displays. You won't be having true blacks on the display or anything. And overall, if you put an iPhone XS and an iPhone XR side by side, the XR is inferior to the XS, so that's another reason why you should pass on the iPhone XR. Number 4 is the bezels on this phone are a lot bigger than on the iPhone X, XS, and XS Max. So they do look a bit thicker and they are a bit uglier as well. So overall, from the front of the phone, it kind of looks the same as the iPhone X, but a little bit uglier. Reason number 5 is no 3D touch. Yes, there is no 3D touch on the iPhone XR. They replaced it with haptic touch, which in my opinion is not the same thing. And I use 3D touch on a daily basis on my iPhone X, and the fact that it's not on the iPhone XR is kind of a deal breaker for me. Maybe you're, who knows, maybe you're one of those people who doesn't even know what 3D touch is, like my dad. Then maybe you probably don't care about this. But if you know what 3D touch is and you use it and stuff, then there's another thing to consider before you buy this. Reason number 6, it has a single camera on the back instead of a dual camera. So no telephoto photos and stuff. And also I've noticed that you won't actually have the options for stage light and stage light mono, which are part of the portrait lighting thing. So you won't be able to get that cool black background behind you when taking portrait shots, basically. And also another bad thing about the camera is you don't get as much optical zoom as you do on the iPhone XS and XS Max. And that is because of that single lens. So you get 5 times zoom instead of 10 times zoom. Number 7, there's no fast charger in the box. This ships with a 5-watt power brick and a USB-A to lightning cable, so it won't charge fast like Apple advertises on their website. You'll have to spend an extra $80 to get the power adapter and the cable, which is kind of a deal breaker. And in a world where smartphones nowadays ship with fast chargers, at least other major smartphone brands do, the iPhone XR does not ship with a fast charger in the box. So bear that in mind. Number 8 is the price. Now, I did say in my 10 reasons why you should buy the iPhone XR, the price was a good reason you should buy it. And it's also a reason why you shouldn't buy it, because for a lot of people, it's kind of out of their price range. And also for what you get, you may not find it worth it. Maybe you need 3D touch. Maybe you want an OLED display. Then in that case, this phone isn't really for you. And also, if you do look at it and you think it is pretty cheap, then people will look at you and think that you have the peasant iPhone. Or the Skittles iPhone, which is another name. Like, why do people call this the peasant iPhone? It's still a cool phone. Also, if you bump the storage up to 256 gigabytes, this phone will cost you $900. So that's $100 less than the XS 64 gigabyte model. So, it's $100 cheaper than the entry model XS. So bear that in mind. Reason number 9, there are other phones on the market that cost a lot less, like the OnePlus 6, that starts at around $600 or something, and the Pocophone F1, that starts like $250. So if you're looking for a budget smartphone, then this won't really be a good option for you, and you will be better off buying like a OnePlus. Unless you really want an iPhone, then you can still get the iPhone 8 Plus for like $500. So if you really need a phone that's cheaper than $750, then I'd go for the iPhone 8. or of course an Android phone. It's up to you. And reason number 10 is you will have to wait a while before you order it. Mainly because pre-orders start end of October and they ship end of October. And that's kind of a deal breaker for some people because some people now want to upgrade, like their upgrade cycle is now and they want a phone now. So unfortunately you have to wait a month. And also I bet when this phone releases to the public, it's gonna sell out almost immediately. So if you do want to get one, then I recommend sitting in front of your computer at midnight on the day that it comes out, pre-orders, and you make sure you order it within the first like 20 seconds because these things will sell like hotcakes. And if you don't manage to get one on launch day, then you'll probably have to wait till like beginning of 2019 to get one, which would be kind of sad if you need a phone now. So there you go, guys. Those were 10 reasons why you shouldn't buy the iPhone XR. If you want to see 10 reasons why you should buy the iPhone XR, then I made a video about that, and the video link will be up in the cards right now and also in the description below. So make sure to go and check it out. If you did enjoy this video and you want to see more videos like these, be sure to smash the like button down below. If you hated it and you hate me now, then that other button works as well. And of course, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about the iPhone XR. Is it a good phone? Is it a bad phone? Will you be getting one? All that good stuff, let me know in the comment section below. And of course, if you're new around here and you haven't already, be sure to smash that subscribe button down below and ring the bell so that you'll be notified every time I upload a video. You can get to my videos early and you won't miss an upload. But for now, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm Benji from Tech, and I will catch you guys in the very next video.